Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hey, hi, hello, my name is Lauren. Today, y'all, I'm so excited to be talking about this on the channel. It's something I've never talked about. And today we are talking about whether or not you are ready to start wholesaling. Guys, this is a whole topic that I have recently just like fallen in love with, and I've gotten and seen a couple questions on my videos about it. I'm so excited to talk about it because wholesale, y'all, there is money to be made in wholesale. So let's talk about it. Are you ready to start selling on wholesale websites? Question number one, we need to ask ourselves, do we have the profit margins to be able to sell wholesale? When you are selling a wholesale product, right? You are basically selling it at a much lower cost, hoping that the person is buying in bulk and then they are going to be selling for their business. That's how the whole wholesale process works. You make a product, maybe you make a bunch of one product, right? And then someone buys a bunch of that one product and then they go and sell it in their store, online or potentially in person, right? And we'll get to that in a little bit. You need to make sure first off that your profit margins are able to handle that, because you are likely not going to be able to make your product and sell it at a full market price as wholesale, because that business is not going to be able to turn it around and basically compete and have a good price available for that item. So you need to be able to price your items low enough that businesses can still make a profit themselves and you are still making a profit yourself. Please, 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 you guys, you need to be very, very conscious of this, okay? If you're gonna be selling on a wholesale website, you need to know what percent is being taken out in fees or sent to that website. So in a little bit, I'll be talking about my favorite wholesale website that we sell on personally. They take out 25%, y'all. You need to include that in your pricing. So if you are pricing your items and you're not making any profit, or you're making a very, very low profit, it is not going to be worth it, because you're going to be spending too much time making the actual product and you're not going to be making enough profit. And that could lead to a lot of issues if you have mess ups or things like that that kind of cause and backfire and cause you to have to buy more product. So your profit margins need to be right, which means you need to be sourcing your supplies and things to create your item and finding ways to get that price really far down so that you're making the most profit and the other businesses can still make profit. Second thing you need to ask yourself, there was a bug. Second thing you need to ask yourself is, do you have the time to sell wholesale? When you're selling wholesale, chances are you are going to be selling bulk of a lot of items. If you're selling like little cute glass cups, right? You're probably not going to be just selling one like you would for an Etsy shop or your website. You're probably going to be selling like 10, right? You might be selling 10, you might be selling 20. Sometimes you could even have orders of way more than that, like 100, right? You need to make sure that you have the time to actually make these products, because if you don't have the time, you're going to upset some people, and honestly, it's not going to be fun, and you're just going to stress yourself out and burn yourself out. So make sure you have the time available to do this before you're jumping into it. Third question you need to ask, where are you going to sell wholesale? This is a big factor in deciding whether or not you should be selling wholesale. There are a couple of ways that you can do wholesale. First off, you can honestly just post about it in your Instagram bio or something and just say, if you're interested in wholesale, reach out to us via our Instagram DMs or via email. We can work something out with you. Obviously, that way you need to make sure that like you're collecting information from the businesses and make sure that they have a reseller's license and all those things so that you're doing everything properly. Or you could sell on wholesale websites. So there are a couple of different wholesale websites out there. I'm just going to talk about my favorite one today, and we'll get into it probably in another video all by itself. But the wholesale website that I love and use is faire, F-A-I-R-E.com. Faire.com is a wholesale website that specifically focuses on smaller businesses providing wholesale. So if you're an Etsy shop, this is a great place to sell wholesale, and they do have all categories available. So home decor, apparel, jewelry, tech, whatever, right? They have got it all on there. Now, Faire does take 25% out of your sales. So when someone purchases something from you, they're going to take 25% of that sale price, and then you're going to get the rest. So what's left over, that rest, you need to make sure that that profit margin is good enough for you. So keep that in mind and use that to help you figure out how to price your products. Now, if you guys are interested in joining Faire, you do have to basically apply, and it could take a little while to hear back from them. However, apparently, if you use someone else's link that they provide you, your thing kind of gets like bumped up in the waiting list basically, and you will likely get accepted a lot faster. Now, I do have a link for you guys, and I will be leaving it down below as well as up here for you if you want to go and sign up to sell on Faire. I cannot recommend it enough to you guys. Like, I just want to stress my mom and I's business, like literally our office where I am right now, right? That is why we're able to have the space that we have, because we sell wholesale and because we have started selling on Faire. That's really how it all started for us. That's how we really allowed our business to just skyrocket and grow. And literally just in the past 2 months, we've made over 5 figures from selling on this platform. I highly recommend it. It has a very similar kind of search algorithm styling to Etsy. So if you have really good SEO on Etsy, you're probably gonna do really good with it on Faire. Now, if you have a Shopify website, it works really fantastic too, because you can actually integrate them both together, and it can literally just like transfer all your products over super easy, which is amazing and a time saver. I love it so much. I would highly recommend trying to start selling on Faire first. They're going to bring you a lot of traffic, but they are going to take a percentage out. I would say it's a very similar style to Etsy, but just that you're going to be selling wholesale items instead. So again, if you want to check out Faire, you want to sign up for it, I will leave it linked down below for you guys. The next question you need to ask yourself is, are you okay with people selling your products in person and online? Because nowadays it's very rare that you find a shop that just sells in person. They're probably also selling online, and so if you're not comfortable with that because the person might then become a direct competitor, you need to kind of keep those things in mind. When you sign up for Faire, you can actually specify whether or not you want to let people sell the items online or just in person. So that is a really great kind of selling point to Faire. If you're not ready for people to be able to sell it kind of in both ways, honestly, I don't think it's going to be a great way for you to go, because everybody sells online nowadays. It's very rare where someone just sells in person. So make sure you're comfortable with the idea of that. If you are, you're good to go. And maybe just sell products that you don't personally sell, right? Like, we can make different t-shirts that aren't the same designs and sell those as wholesale so that we're not directly competing with ourselves as far as the design goes. But then again, we can also price our products to be a better price because we make them. And the last question you need to ask yourself is, are your items consistent enough? So this is something we struggled a lot with when we started, was trying to figure out a way to get our price low and also have consistency in the quality. Because if the quality wasn't consistent from time to time, it was gonna be a no-go. Because when you're selling wholesale, the whole idea is that you would want that business to come back to you a second time and order again and again and again from you, right? To keep their stock up. So if they don't like your quality the first time around, they're probably not gonna show back up and come and buy more from you. So you need to make sure that you're doing quality control and that your quality is consistent every single time, because if it's not, they're not going to want to rely on you as a wholesale vendor, because your quality might be good one time and not so good the next time. Question of the day for you guys: have you even heard of wholesaling before? Have you thought about it, or are you going to try it? Let me know down below in the comments section. I cannot wait to hear from you guys. Right here, I'm going to link another video I think you'll find helpful, as well as an entire playlist full of other business tips and tricks over here that are going to help you grow your small biz. Down here, you guys are going to find my subscribe button so you can stick around for more videos. And then lastly, I'm going to link you guys over to the wholesale website that I love, faire.com, so you can go and apply to sell on there as well. And without further ado, guys, that brings us to the end. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.